Hello everyone and welcome back to more The Letter gameplay. Yes, more spoopy times in The Letter, because in the last introductory episode we left off where our heroine Isabella has gone to the mansion of Ermengarde to try to meet up with her co-worker, her friend Rose, but of course she couldn't find Rose and she went over exploring around the mansion, came into an attic, saw the letter that's just covered in blood or written in blood that just says help me, help me, help me, and it was and in the end it says to pass it on to 5 people or else ... First encounter with some crusty ass ghost feet, and then of course that freaked the shit out of her. She made a run for it, but she tripped and fell down the stairs, and before she completely went unconscious, the last thing she saw were those crusty ghost feet again, and that is where we last left off. So, we are back once again to find out where this story is going, because basically, like I told you guys, from here on out, it's all new content. I don't know what's gonna happen, so let's go on this journey together. But before that, we have new journal entries, of course. I'm pretty sure must be on my little paraphrase summary on what it is that happened. So yes. So while looking for her missing co-agent, Isabella Santos found a mysterious letter in the Ermengarde mansion's attic. Driven to fear by what she read inside, thinking it's the place's curse at work, she hurried to leave the place only to meet her doom. No, she's not dead yet. Well, that's great. I mean, it's great and all, but like still, we're still pretty fucked. Anyway, so let's continue on with this spoopy story. Let's go. So a buzz breaks the silence. Okay, where the hell are we? Everything's like all sparkly and shit. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. Okay, so clearly someone's trying to get our attention, trying to wake us up. Maybe it's Rose, who knows? My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up. Isabella, yes. It's a voice. 5 more minutes, Becca. It's not Becca. I swat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. What? She said. Come on, can't I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. That's what we all say. That's what we all tell ourselves. A hand lightly taps my cheek, and something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. Okay, never mind. Gosh, I can't read. So the icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling. Okay, so maybe we aren't swept away in, spirited away necessarily, which is great, because that means we're still alive and we're still gonna do some shit about it. Okay, so, yes.
Isabella, gosh, can you hear me?
Kind of now. Much clearer than before.
Isabella?
Yeah, it's getting clearer. Yep, reception's getting clearer. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. The fog immediately lifts from my mind, and the moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap open. Who is it? Seriously, who is it? It's you two. Oh wait, who's this person? But it's Rose. We found Rose! God! There looking down at me is Rose. Oh my god, girl! So she's not swept away, or spirited away like I initially thought, before, in the demo area of the game. So that's good to hear. Good to know. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Yes, because, girl, I just saw the craziest shit. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she keeps a straight face, or trying at least. So I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. So a wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Oh gosh. So luckily the feeling subsides after a few seconds until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. Yes. So with a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. Girl, where the hell have you been? She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it, where I suspect a small bump has already formed if the light ache in the area indicates anything. Yes, I have managed to escape with a bump on my head.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
I am in the Ermengarde Mansion. The Ermengarde Mansion, why? Ouch, my head. My head, bitch!
And the date today?
October some shit. October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
Okay, 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, this is not important. 15, 14, 13, 12, and teen. No, that's wrong. 12 and teen. Yeah, 12 teen. Yeah, why are we doing this? Just to make sure you're okay. No concussion. Maybe a concussion, but who knows?
She's just checked if your injury is in any way serious.
Okay, cool. Which is not. This time I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. Yeah, who the hell are you? It's impossible to overlook her with the way she towers over us. Well, she must be hella tall or you're still sitting on the ground. And here I thought Rose is already tall. Okay, maybe we're not sitting on the ground. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews. Doesn't look like she's dressed for the part, girl, so clearly not. But with how primly dressed she is, yes. I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Very nice gloves. Are those satin or are those velvet? Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during evaluation. Might as well be. Is she? I don't know.
Just do it, please.
Do what? I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she has asked. Okay, so we still gonna count. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, you should have just, answered your damn phone when I called you.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Rose, exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory is a little fuzzy, but the attic, and yes, feet, very crusty ghost feet. There was someone, Rose, in the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews.
Oh, girl, ain't no cleaning crew when you see her toes.
The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
Nope, girl. No, not any of those. I'm not actually sure. Oh, no. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place. But clearly, it's not her. It wasn't her. But both Rose and the lady looked at me like I've just grown another head. Yes. Did I say something weird? She's probably like, there's no other attic. Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before the awkward silence stretches on further. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. Oh, maybe this woman is a buyer. Oh shit. I should show this to troublesome clients or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. Okay. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Yes, that's exactly what's happening right now. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience as she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you.
But I did call you, girl.
Signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call.
Oh, okay, shit. My bad then.
Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really alright? What happened?
I told you I saw some crusty-ass ghost feet, okay? And it freaked me out. I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. Really? Seriously? Oh, it must have been a concussion. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic, and there's whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh my god, girl. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. She's like, no, I didn't. We are so going to get in trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, girl, I'm great. No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work. Yeah. Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the head. I mean, I just fell down like this flight of stairs, but it's okay. I'm still good to go. An extremely minor bump. Yeah. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing, of course. Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone, and in a mansion this big. Yeah, well, there's also the part where I may lose that bonus BRC promise, but that's completely besides the point. Yes. So we have no recollection of the ghost that we saw. Great. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase's railing to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine. I feel completely fine. See? I'm okay. I'm A-okay. Yep. The two of them exchange a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation. If she says no...
Alright, you in.
Okay, cool. A smile threatens to slip out from me.
But if I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Okay. Fair enough. Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose. Yep, thanks, homegirl.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
Yes, fair enough. I completely agree. It's just a small bump, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about it, girl.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Yeah, just like how you downplayed the fact that this mansion is cursed and haunted. Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. Oh, sorry. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. Sorry. She isn't really intimidating. Okay. Well, sort of. Well, she is. Yeah, she is, kind of. I mean, but not in the scary negative way. Far from it, actually. Her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. Yes. At our lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Eyebrows on fleek. Yeah, words get caught in my throat at the sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
McCulloch. Okay. Miss Marianne McCulloch. Okay. Alright, thank you. Business card. She hands Rose her business card. Marianne McCulloch. Charlie Rose Designs. Interior designer. Okay. Ooh, you're an interior designer. Okay. Fancy. The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion for its 17th century influences then. I won't hold it against her though. Yeah, I mean, it's nice, I guess. Despite the hearsays and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furnitures have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. Wow. I suppose some people find that trip to the past feeling appealing? Appealing. It rhymes. After all, with what it offers, this place could be also a haven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm. Yeah, I mean...
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
Okay, so she's definitely a buyer, alright.
In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please...
Yeah.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place.
Okay.
I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Okay. Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equally perplexed look. Alright, just browsing. And against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind. I'm sorry, homeowners? I should have kept my mouth shut. There are no homeowners. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah, right? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home.
Ah, okay. Oh, so there is someone who's, I guess, owns this? What?
This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
Yes, I suppose. Okay.
It is, but...
Yeah, but... she pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Okay. Suddenly Rose nudges me with her elbow. We'll check with our supervisor. I don't know. Best to just run it by the supervisor. Like, honestly, when in doubt, just run it by the supervisor. Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it. It is, ma'am, but we aren't aware the mansion had already been sold, right? We weren't aware that the mansion had already been sold.
What do you mean?
I mean, you came here, like, intending for an open house for the first day since it's been renovated, so according to my sources, but apparently we got a new owner, so we weren't aware of it. I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in this business. Okay, so 5 years, wow. The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact, the very first day. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. Exactly. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now. Right. She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I finished. Yes. Professionalism, yay! She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Given the proper explanation, she'd surely understand. Right.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary.
Okay, you go ahead and do that and we sort our shit out.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Oh, no problem. Just doing my job. With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us. That seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. Yay, I did my job. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job, I can't help but swell with pride. See, I did good. See, that must have given me a boost in her relationship stats. Where is she? Nowhere. Wait. Marianne? Oh yeah, Marianne, right here. Yeah, Marianne. There we go. Cool. So, still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to our Luxembourg office and check, even if she didn't ask for it. I will be very frustrated if, for some reason, something has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge, right? That means we came here for no goddamn reason and I nearly got, attacked and killed by a ghost. God. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCulloch returns, looking a little frustrated, but with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here.
Yeah, no problem, sure. Okay, at least we're all in one big happy family, people here without, no one's gonna go wandering off by themselves and encounter any ghosts anytime soon, so it's great. Yes, let's party.
I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Okay, no problem.
Certainly. You can stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive.
Exactly, so let's just go and just get our refreshments like it's prepared for and then just chill.
And Isabella? I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those.
Sure, okay, you're setting me off to do something by myself here in this mansion. Nice, in this
Can you please get it for me?
Sure! Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay. Okay, got it. No problem. The two of them disappear behind the parlor's door. Okay. So we got a new journal entry, so before we actually do anything else, let's just read up on that. Okay, so, next page. There we go. So, Rose Cooper, along with a woman who introduced herself as Marianne McCauley, found Isabella Santos lying unconscious in the mansion's foyer before the open house's start. Unable to recall what happened prior, Isabella insisted on working despite her co-agent's worries about her well-being. I'm great. I'm feeling a-okay, girl. I'm gonna go out there and gonna get your documents. Yes. So the two of them disappear behind the parlor's door. Okay. Their departure brings with it a stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any call from me. Was it just paranoia? A temporary lapse after having heard all those tales about this place? No, girl, you need to trust in your... Probably! No, girl, you need to trust in your instincts more! I want to think of it as such. Oh god, this is what gets you killed. Better to think of it as such so I can work in peace. Except a small part of my mind begs to differ, and if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. Exactly. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm. Its jagged edges creating shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. But still, I don't think this was part of my job description. Seriously though, guys? Like, I would have quit by the time I found that dead body in that one-time place thing that them two were talking about. Like, girl, this is not what I signed up for. Like, I ain't no CIA agent here, okay? People gotta just let me know beforehand before I come in here to inspect the place and just end up finding a dead body in the sofa. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked of me, yes. Just a few more hours, Isabella. It's gonna be the longest hours of your life. Sell the house, get the money, and we out of here. Okay, no, fuck that shit. okay, it's not some spirited away shit. It's just a foreboding thing. Oh gosh, just some foreshadowing. Anyways, a flock of people have already gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially open the doors. Great, more people! Come in! Yes, I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in their presence. Men and women of wealth and status, all dressed to the nines in fancy suits and lovely dresses of varying colors, compose the medium-sized crowd, yes. Their necks, arms, and fingers are adorned with silver and gold glinting in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculously fancy feathered hats on their heads. Wow, shit. What year is this? I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day in this. They are murmuring among themselves, looking at the estate's facade appraisingly, with some arguing about whose mansion has the superior architecture. Okay, yeah, you just go talk amongst yourselves. But most of it stops as Rose calls for their attention. They don't look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it? Yeah, exactly, girl. Like, I'm here to take you on a tour, so you're gonna listen to the tour guide, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos.
Yo, what's up?
We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Indeed, yes. Don't want anyone to go missing. Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I will be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor. Okay. Hearing this, a few wander to me. They are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Well, too bad. Should have thought about that before you came. Miss McCullough also joins our group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair she approaches. Oh, okay. My.
It's so nice to finally meet you! When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you!
Oh my goodness, okay. Very bougie.
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Okay.
Oh, you know each other?
Apparently.
Not at all, ma'am.
No? Okay. My bad.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I think I did.
And this is the Marianne, yes. Ah, they must be the clients she was talking about, yes. I might have seen their faces somewhere before, some magazine, or the television, I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news, one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. But yet here I am. I don't have a single clue who they are. For people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others, yes. And in their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. Oh my gosh. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though, okay? And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'd say he's basking in the attention. Yes, look at my proud trophy wife. Both of them, in fact. I think they are brother and sister if it wasn't for their public display of affection. Yes, and yeah, the couple ring, yeah, and they're married. I assume? The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Okay, so my only sunshine. Aw, so cute. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing. I just hope that one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. Yeah, right? And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. Yes. Here we go. Journal update. Alright, let's take a peek at that before we move on. Let's see. So, right here. Alright, so today marked the open house of the infamous Ermengarde mansion. Open to the public for the first time in years, Luxborn's most esteemed and prominent personalities gathered to catch a glimpse of the 17th century property, including Luxborn's most well-known couple, Luke and Hannah Wright. So this is the Hannah that we're talking about. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another, they ask questions. Okay. From how the restoration process went to the history of the place, I answered them all more than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. Okay. Yes, ooh, what a pretty place. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Yes, so I don't think that's the selling point of this house. Not a good material for sales talk even if the entire population of Luxborn knows about it. Let's pretend not to. Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return to its original beauty.
Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
Wow, you fucking dumb bitch. It's called stained glass. Yes, the stained glass window is what you're talking about. Yes, gosh. Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. Yes. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion. Yes, indeed. By the time I've stopped talking, her attention is already elsewhere. Gosh.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Mr. in Grey, and oh my goodness gracious, he's just, ugh.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
Sure, go, take the house for all I care.
It is splendid, ma'am.
Okay.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
But I thought they, already got the house, no?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything.
Okay, whatever.
Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
Okay. The rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions, okay? So I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope, right? I don't fucking care who buys the house, I just want it out of my life. And I just want the money I get from it. Oh, please, please, please let these guys be the one. Eventually our group reaches the kitchen. Oh, go see kitchen? Oh, kitchen. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put in retaining the room's classical appeal. Okay. The open hearth at the end of the room, in particular, looks amazing, like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. Yeah. And mad props to the cleaning crew, right? Holy shit! Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the arse cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off, yes. Or make it look presentable at least, yes. The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch right here. Oh god.
Oh, don't say anything yet! An underground wine cellar.
You bet you! Yeah, you bet, sir! Yeah, yes, indeed. This is the first time the guy in grey speaks up, Mr. Luke White. Yeah, my memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. Yeah. his sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights up in his eyes at the mention of the Undercroft. Yes! All the wine you can possibly store in there, Mr. Bright. Yes. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. Or on a grown man? Nope, not so much. It's almost funny. Yes, sir, it could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine. Wow, that is a lot of wine! Jesus!
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
I don't know. The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. Yes. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir. Yes, and to age that wine. Yes.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
Sure, why not? I'm pretty sure you guys have lots of yard space in the back.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
Okay. And this isn't big enough? No, vineyards are huge, girl. Well, yeah. Like, you need how many grapes? I don't know how many grapes you need specifically to make like one bottle of wine. I don't know, maybe a couple dozens, maybe? I don't even know. If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. He's like, that's not big enough. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before too. Yes, horses. There's a contemplative expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! Yes, I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch, which is great. Alright, after more than half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room on the ground floor and are heading to the parlor. Yes. Funny, the first time BRC had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care no matter how much my feet hurt, because I'm gonna make the sale, and I'm gonna make my cash, I'm gonna make my dough, and I'm gonna leave. That's it. End of story. Maybe this is just my excitement over a possible sale? Yes. I know I would be. Ooh, okay. So when we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. Why? It starts off as small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Okay, girl. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. Okay. Getting haunted, alright. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. Yes, getting haunted in broad daylight. I love it. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just... excuse me, everyone. We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you. I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. Yes. It's not what you think. It is exactly what you think, girl. Don't think about it. You must. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. Nope. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer. Oh, God. Until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello,
Oh.
you there?
Yes, hi. Oh, what do you want? Yes, ma'am.
Oh, look at you. Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Oh, no, it's all good. I'm used to it. Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker. Anyway, Isabel, right?
Yes, that is my name. Isabella. Right, Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am? Right.
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana.
Okay, Hana.
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
As soon as you want, girl. As long as I get out of this house and have nothing to do with it afterwards. My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer. Wait, ma'am, you see, but we haven't even negotiated our price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. No, she's like, I want it. A sale would be great and all, but she stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she has tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
Right, I would figure. You look like the rich type.
And just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
Hey, what's wrong with, filling up a house with cats, okay? Cats are wonderful, okay? As long as you know how to manage them, okay? Like, you can have as many cats as you want. I ain't gonna judge. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am. Ma'am Hannah. Why did she call her Ma'am Hannah? That's so weird. Okay, anyways. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets. Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats, right? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Okay, great. That's good to hear.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
Oh, that's... Oh. You just got so much money for you to just blow off that for your anniversary you're gonna give your darling a house. What? God, I wish I had a bae like that. Oh, happy anniversary, darling. Here's a house.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us.
Oh my god, I'll try. Whatever. I'm still here to make a sale. Anyways.
Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
Ooh, oh, are you? Ooh, extra? Now we talking. We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
Is it that Mr. Wright? Mr.
What
Wright,
would the
yes.
people think, darling?
Oh,
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
yeah, paperwork. I ain't gonna steal your lady here, okay? Don't worry. I try not to wince when her nails dig into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss Macaulay, but who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug. Okay. Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out. Yes. She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful.
Wow, okay.
And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
Okay.
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Yeah, okay. Isabella. Yeah, Isabella. Jesus.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
Isabella. Oh my goodness gracious. It's Isabella. Oh my god.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and...
I don't know. Of course she's hella shady. Like this lady is obviously really hella shady by how eager she is to buy the house off. I just wonder if like maybe she has some relations to the ancestries of this place. Maybe, perhaps, and it's dark secrets, and that's why she wants the house so badly that she needs to, I don't know, get rid of it or some shit like that. I don't even know. But that would make sense because then wouldn't she like kind of like disclose that fact to us and be like, hey, it's my great grandparents' house, blah blah blah, it's it's mine, so it's I technically should have a rightful ownership over this, like whatever. I don't even know. Again,
what's this?
Oh, it's what? Again, I was gonna say it's too early on in the story to really like kind of theorize anything yet because we've only just really met them. But of course, the only thing we can confirm is that they're hella shady. What's what? Urban legend shit? Yeah. D-list horror prop is the achievement. What does that mean? A look of confusion and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
But what is it? I don't even know what it is, though.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Oh, a cheap. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's what the achievement meant by D-list like prop.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this?
Oh, did we accidentally hand over the letter to her? Oh yeah.
Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month.
Oh my god, does this technically count as us passing it on to one person? Because we need to pass it on to 5 people.
You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled.
Okay.
But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
Okay.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes.
Of course, duh. Because, you know, the customer's always right and she's the client.
Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
Of course. But I still want to know, does that technically mean that I pass it on to at least one person? Yeah? Yeah? So, like, I need to pass it on to, like, 4 more people, right?
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
Right, exactly. Like, it's called email. It's my turn to be puzzled. Oh, and she didn't even realize it yet. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? No, girl, you handed over that letter that you found that you kind of completely forgot about. I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah's leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear.
Okay, so you're just gonna let her talk about it? Okay, no, whatever. It's not my problem. Let her keep the letter, because that's like a good chunk of my work done with this whole cursed shit.
See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
Ugh. Buttercup. What kind of nickname is that? Okay, anyways. A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper. Yes.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression.
But I did pass it on to to a person, right?
Anyway, as I was saying...
Like, it counts if you read it, right? I don't even know. I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. Yes. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The sides crinkle on my grip and my breathing grows labored. Yeah. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright?
No, I'm not. I'm having flashbacks. Because, yes, after the tumble down the stairs, we totally completely forgot about this whole situation.
You're looking pale.
Yes, because I saw a ghost. I remembered I saw a ghost. I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say that no, I'm not alright. Yes, clearly not. I want to leave this place. Yes, don't we all? Because I remember everything as clear as day. Yes! This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic. Yes. It's real. Yes, it's all real. The letter, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Careless. I've been so careless. Well, it's okay, whatever. You pass it on to one person. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Should I even tell them? Show the letter to Rose, don't show the letter. Ooh, should we? Oh my god, I'd feel so bad because I wouldn't want to pass the letter to Rose. Oh, I'd feel so bad. What should I do? Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh man. I need to pass it on to people, but I don't want to pass it on to Rose. Rose is my homegirl. Okay, don't show the letter. Okay, yeah, don't show the letter. What does that give us though? Does that give us points for her or not? Oh, we don't even have her on our list. What the hell? Okay. That's weird, but whatever. Yes. The words are stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do. But is she going to believe me? She already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. Yeah, right? I have proof right here. There really is something in this house, in that attic, in that letter. It's going to go after us. Please, believe me.
Dear me. Is Isabel alright?
I'm Isabella, girl. Who the fuck Isabel? Ma'am Hannah's voice breaks through the haze beginning to cloud my mind. Rose is looking down at me, worry etched onto her future. I didn't even notice when she removed the wrinkled paper from my hands and pushed me down to sit on a nearby chair. Okay, she's gonna see it anyways. Okay. From the edge of my vision, I can also make out Miss McCulley asking a passing food server for a glass of water. Yes. Through it all, Mr. Wright stands in the sidelines. Although curious, he appears more inclined to watch the scene than help. They are all as likely to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever's in this house is just a hoax, a cautionary tale for children.
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
No, I'm fine, girl. She offers me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out of here before I cause an even bigger commotion, clear my head, take a breath of fresh air. Anything to take my mind off things. No one is going to believe me anyway. No, I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me, I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath. Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me. Oh.
Isabella, wait!
I got the curse, man. The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, a eye softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
Aw, you're such a sweetie. I know, I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before.
But still.
If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day.
I know, but like, the curse though.
And look.
What? She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are filling with a piece of folded paper. Is it the letter? It's that stupid letter again. Yes, okay. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back, right? I'll throw it away if I can, and I bet she's just gonna reappear in her, like, belongings when, like, she least expects it. She's like, I thought I threw it away, what's it doing here again? Ah! Haunted letter! Okay, but I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it. Yes, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Rose, you have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this.
Right?
I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
No, thank you. I wouldn't still. Yeah, not my thing.
But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
I know, girl. I'm, like, really shaken, but, like, can you really blame me? My mind stops. What? Wait, no. I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel.
Okay.
But after this, I really think you should take a break.
What does take a break mean, girl? Are you firing me? Are you putting me on leave? You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then what do you mean?
Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now.
Oh.
You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Please, humor me just this once.
Okay. She clasps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Aww. Fine, okay, I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
I know I am. Yes, a little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Oh, okay, so our boss is a he. Okay, please don't. I don't want to I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means. Really? You don't even know what the word noob means? Newbie, gosh. At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning a strange looks from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess, for now.
Are we good?
Yes, we good. I'm still not okay with it, but what choice do we have? Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now. I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
Right? She's like, no, just don't even do that, girl. Just sit. I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's just, I was just startled, okay? I was taken off guard. It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think of going anywhere.
Okay, fine. Oh, I'll just get visited by a ghost or some shit? Oh my gosh.
Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
Okay, gosh. She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Ah, okay. Alright, left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors lining in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways across from me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here, an occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right, I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Maybe, yeah. Speaking of, I should call Ash. Yes, Ash Ketchum, hey! It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride, yes. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. So a couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
What?
Bad guys watch out, can't
Shit, how
beat
loud
me.
is this thing
Looking
even?
for
A sharp
Sup,
ringing
I'm
fills the
Ash
entire
from
hall,
Deluxe
disrupting the
City.
pleasant quiet that
Bad guys
has
watch
settled.
out,
Soon
can't
enough, heads
beat me.
begin to turn in
Looking for
search of the
trouble?
source,
Better
mine
not lie.
included.
I'm a
What
cool
the
dude.
fuck is
Pretty
this?
fly for an
This is
Asian
really
guy.
distracting me from
Sup,
reading.
I'm pretty
My
fly
eyes
for
started
an
around a
Asian
small
guy.
crowd before zeroing in on a lone
Ash from
figure crouched
Deluxe
behind the
City.
same group of old
Bad guys
people
watch
checking out the deck
can't
course
beat
moments
me.
ago.
Looking
Okay.
for trouble?
He's
Better
facing
not
away from
lie.
me, fumbling
I'm
with
a
something in
cool
his
dude.
hands. Oh,
Pretty
Ash is
fly for
actually
an
here!
Asian
Okay,
guy.
that's his ringtone? Are you
Sup,
kidding
I'm
me?
Ash from Deluxe
But I don't
City.
need to see his
Bad
face to
guys
know
watch
whose
out,
back it
can't
is.
beat me. Looking
Oh,
for
I'd
trouble?
recognize that dumb
Better
Parker
not lie.
anywhere.
I'm a cool dude.
Without bothering to
Pretty
end the
fly
call,
for
I
an
marched
Asian
towards
guy.
him.
Sup, I'm
Can
Ash
you
from
really
Deluxe
just
City.
stop this,
Bad
girl?
guys
Just
watch
hang
out,
up.
can't beat
After
me.
what happened
Looking for
today, I'm
trouble?
really not in the
Better
mood to
not
deal with
lie.
this.
I'm a cool dude.
Of all
Pretty
the
fly
times
for
to-
an Asian guy.
Ashton Frey. Oh my gosh. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded.
Ah!
He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. I do too, and the floor. But it's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. Oh, so he's like a PI, I guess? I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then, in a too quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing even, but no. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition. Yes.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Look at him try to play it off cool. But seriously, dude, you need to change your fucking ringtone. It's like annoying as hell. What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
No, you don't. Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place? Yeah, right? I wasn't expecting you. For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the cannery. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damages or scratches seems to be a more interesting activity than explaining himself. Ash?
I could be looking to buy a house.
No, you ain't that rich, girl. A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
Are you sure? He's messing with me. Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here? He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
Okay, what? That was weird. I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
Okay, alright.
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Okay. Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
You're funny. We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No way, I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind, I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Yes, now. Something must have shown in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. I'm pretty sure he's probably like into the supernatural business too, like, ooh, ghosts. Sure he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. Really? Okay, so he's not the type to believe in those. Okay, so you're not like a little ghost hunter, I guess. You're more of a, hard fact PI kind of dude. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Okay. Ashhole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach, right? Maybe he just likes you. No, not really. He's just an asshole. It's like what he is. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm feeling under the weather, kind of. Nothing, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
Why do you care? Well, we still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about...
No, it's
Hey, Isabella, wait up!
No, we're just gonna leave this house. I want to get out of here. Ugh, a rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Okay. How about no? Help me, yes, help me. I don't look back. Nope. Bye, girl. Girl, bye. We spend the ride back to Luxborn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside in the small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him, yes.
Here.
What? All of a sudden he tosses something at me from a small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead. What is this?
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flipped the half-forgotten package on my lap. It's an energy bar. I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there.
Aw, you care so much about me.
Have you eaten lunch yet?
No. I don't even get a chance to deny it because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. Yes, I've starved myself before. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks, then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to just sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
Oh. I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure? What makes you so sure? God.
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine.
Okay.
She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job.
Yes.
Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
Wow, aren't you such an observing guy? Look at you being all Mr. Detective. How'd you even know about the last one?
Rebecca.
Yeah, I figured.
Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
No, are you even that rich, Ash? Like, I don't know. He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I? I hate you, I really hate you right now. His answer is a small laugh, the kind that screams, I'm right, told you so. I hate it when he does that. I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you express any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad. Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Why of all times did I have to screw up like that, in front of an important customer no less? I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you? God.
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
I kinda did, actually, except for that one stuffed in the attic. Except that this time it actually moves.
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
It's the attic. He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension. Yeah, well, things happen. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business. Normal to find a dead body occasionally in the sofa? Okay.
You made them angry?
No, I didn't. Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things!
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
No! I can't answer that. Confidential. At least, not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. Change the subject, lie to him. Let's just change the subject. It's for the sake of it. It's like, either way. Like, I don't feel good about lying to him. Let's just change the subject. You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours. That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth. An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him, right? Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over at me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue for Zach's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash has taken the longer route. Of course, just to get conversations, going. Anyways, I wonder... Yeah, that gave me points with Ash, yep. Because, I don't want to lie to him. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
No, what? That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation. Haha, me.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Right? Jeez. Shut up, and you aren't answering my question. That earns him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It'll only make his head bigger, stupid Ash.
Alright. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before?
What case?
We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Okay, ooh, juicy stuff. Tell me more. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on, stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Okay. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Yes, confidential. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, and I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they kept slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never ceases to be entertaining to me, regardless. Right. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him? Maybe. Well, nope, not really. Mama would never allow that. She's like, too dangerous. But the idea is still there, along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we're already at the movie house. Okay. So a small crowd has already formed in front of the theater when we arrive. The Lift Fest, short for Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. Oh, wow, Lift, nice. I've only been to a few idle film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. Especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, wow, tall, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers, and with his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard, once early in their friendship. Alright. Oh, hey! Oh, there's Zach.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Hey! What's up? Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves towards us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller so as to not bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. Aw, he's like the big softie, I guess. like what's it called? What's his name? I literally just watched like a whole season. I binged to watch a whole season. Again, names always slip my mind, so I'll just leave a picture somewhere, and then I'll remember it like soon after I record. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hand in greeting and...
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
Oh my god. Ah! I just cringed so badly. Oh my god. Please, Ash. The awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed at how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Yo, stop trying to act black,
I
Ashton.
know.
And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
Yeah, stop trying to act black. Jesus, stop. It's just too cringy. There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended, but years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears. Or at least enough for both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach.
Okay.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Okay, are they like partners, sort of? Like except Zach does movie on the side, and then he helps Ash with like his PI detective shit?
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Okay.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that
I
bad.
have no idea what they're talking about.
You really have no idea.
No, I really don't. A beat passes, and then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
Okay. It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. Becca and I never really found out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Okay, well, sometimes. Well, boys will be boys, I guess. I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella!
Hey!
Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
Yeah, she's still sick, and yeah. A bit, but she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
What? No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn. And it's true, they've known each other for far longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all. Aw, that's cute. But don't worry, Zach, she's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
What? Speak of the devil. Oh, it's Becca, yeah. Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around. Hey. Becca, you're just in time. What? I have to lean back a little when the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. Why? What happened? She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes. Oh, maybe she caught wind about how we fell down the stairs and then Rose. Yeah, from Rose, maybe? Probably. Becca, you're squishing my face.
How are you? Are you alright?
I'm great. Well, why wouldn't I be?
Rose called me earlier.
Yes, I knew it. Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have my family living close by, and the only other relative I have here works on the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of emergency. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together. Oh no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't have a concussion, if that's what you mean.
How's your head?
Yeah, it's fine. Beside me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the set area. I do my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach. Yeah, but you're like my best bet. Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and I had a minor bump, but it's just that.
You blacked out? It's not something to brush off.
Oh no, it's fine.
Come on, at least let me check it.
I was just winded, okay? The wind was knocked out of me. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there.
Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
But I'm not laughing.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Oh god. Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this, just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, he was at the mansion.
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is. What?
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good.
Oh my god, do you secretly like Ashton? Is that it? And you think something's going on between me and him? Is that it? What? See, I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film.
We can always watch it some other time.
But no, this is special though.
Sorry, Zachary.
World premiere!
No, it's good.
What?
But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
Are we? It's the premiere. The premiere's different, right, Zach? Right? I shoot him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point.
Oh my god, you guys!
In the end, I think it's your call.
I'm fine.
For heaven's sake!
Yes, it's my body. I do what I want. Please, Becca, I really don't want to miss it, right?
You're not missing it. We're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
But it's not the same, Becca!
Look, you guys.
What? We're arguing? We're causing a scene? Is that it? Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks, something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either.
Exactly, so let's just let it go and let's just go see this damn movie.
Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Thank you.
Why are you taking her side?
Are you jealous? Girl, homegirl, it's not like that.
I'm not.
It's just an observation, okay? Just an honest observation.
But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Right? Aw.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself.
Aw, see? Wow.
Is that good enough for you?
Yeah. I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. When, at last, she releases a deep breath and nods, albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug. Yay! Thanks, Becca! Oh my god, thank you!
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
What do you mean? Did you say something?
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
Oh my gosh, she totally has a thing for him. Oh my goodness. If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside.
Okay, I'm down for snacks.
Anyone here has a smaller bill?
Oh, the letter. The letter's gonna slip out. The letter, girl, the letter. I pull myself off from Becca to get my wallet from my bag and...
What's this?
Oh, shit. It's already in Ash's hands before I can even react. Behind him, Becca and Zach are both giving the piece of paper an intrigued look. No, give it back.
It's just a paper.
No, it's not. I don't care, give it back. Yeah, I don't care, give it.
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
Fuck, I don't know. I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper way above his head. I've never been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now I really wish I have that advantage over him. Don't open it.
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to.
Nope. Girl.
Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
No, it's not. No. Okay, whatever. Think what you want, but just give it back to me. Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
Oh no. I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's... The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. Now, look what you done. Look what you made me do. Now we're all roped into this curse together. Yay! So technically, we pass it on to, like... What? Another person, yes. So, okay. Yes, I can't breathe. What's this? Too early for Halloween. So, my heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I note how my hands are trembling at my sides. Clasping them together doesn't do any good. They are still shaking, but I hang onto them regardless. The awful sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? Well, you don't. How do I fix this? You don't. How do I fix this? I don't know. Someone, please. Today is turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else.
Yes, it's a chainmail.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Yeah.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Technically, I'm like a month and a half early. Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glance of its contents. I don't need to see it, I don't want to see it. The letters, the words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. That way. It's not a prank. It makes all of them stop. Even I am surprised with how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
It's not a prank. This isn't a prank. I saw something.
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both, because the letter is related to the urban legend. Both. I know it sounds ridiculous, yes.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed.
Yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, Ash. Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. See, this is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
But I saw something, homegirl. You wouldn't be saying this if you did too. It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gone away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up.
Are you... Fine. Maybe I'm glad that you're roped into this curse now, because now I get to prove you wrong. Not God.
There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
Fine. You want to bet? But it's real. What did you think I saw?
A hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
No, I fell down the stairs after I saw the shit. It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you're my friends. Why don't you believe me?
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other.
They sure as hell do, Becca.
When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
No, girl. Don't bother. Okay, without another word, I snatch the letter out of Ash's hand and stuff it back in my bag with more force than necessary. Okay, I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head begging for a little attention I can't afford to give right now. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in bed, and never think about today. But before I can take a single step away from the group...
Guys!
Guys, stop fighting, you guys. Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home, and hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca, yeah. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
Aww.
And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together?
He's such a mediator. Aww.
We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat.
Yeah.
Please.
Why do y'all gotta ruin the mood like this? He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. Yeah, he never does that. Aw, he has a soft spot. Becca too, I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yeah. Yet despite Zach's attempt to lighten things up or Ash's and Becca's acquiescing gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might have not turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless, but still. Maybe leaving is a better decision for all of us. No, I want to stay for the movie. Let's just go. Let's just do it. I want to stay for the movie. Any other day, I'd excuse myself and go straight home. But this is something special to Zach, something he worked so hard to bring to life. I should know better. I might be having a bad day, but being with the few people I care about far outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room, right? And what if the thing in the attic follows me home? Yeah. I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it whenever I close my eyes. Exactly. So I think staying with them is better. It's a better distraction. And maybe if I stay and let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened, they'll listen to me. There's nothing you can't solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella. That's what Mama used to tell me. Yes. Besides, I don't have the heart to ditch Zach, right? A smile is back on my face when I look back at them. If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
All right, that's the Isabella I know.
Yeah. I'm back.
Oh, good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
No, shut up. Yeah. So this time I really do send an elbow straight into his stomach. Yeah, stupid Ash. Being vertically challenged has its perks too.
What was that for?
It's for being dumb. Stop calling me a crybaby. I'm not one.
Aw, don't cry.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Okay, scaredy cat then.
Oh my gosh. Okay, stop that. Jesus, stop. Yeah. Okay, that too. If you repeat that, I swear I'll...
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just go, please. Let's just go see this movie. Without another word, Becca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to wait for us when I call after her. Ash and I exchange looks at that, the same questions likely swimming inside our minds. Oh my gosh, stop. What is this? What is my keyboard doing? It has a life of its own. It's possessed. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too? I'll try asking her about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food, I promise.
Or maybe she's feeling hella jelly because she thinks we got something going on with Ash. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, go get some nachos. But you'll miss it.
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun?
Ah.
It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember?
Exactly, I was gonna say, he practically made it, and he probably did, help out with the editing and shit too, so he's probably seen it already. It's his own work.
I'll be in there soon.
Okay. Anyways, one friendly tap on my shoulder, and then he's gone. A few moviegoers are still milling about, some are still waiting in line for tickets, but otherwise most of the crowds are already inside. Yeah. There's nothing much for us to do here anyway. Yeah. There's nothing much for us to do here now, yes. Not a word of protest comes from me when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside, yes.
And then?
And then what?
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
What? Absolutely sure. Oh, okay, so we're discussing this while we're watching the movie. Oh my gosh. Absolutely sure. Anyways, I want to see what our relationship was. What did we get points for? Zachary. Okay, so we stayed and we got some points with him. Okay. Absolutely sure. Somehow halfway through the movie, the conversation steered towards what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach was the one who brought it up again. Oh, okay. In his own movie's premiere. But he made the movie. He has the hard copy. He has the digital copy. He has every kind of copy you can have. And then, so why would he care? Now the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones, careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. I just hope we don't end up arguing about it again. We'd all get kicked out, for sure. Though, with how loud Ash's voice is, we'll probably get thrown out way before any arguments happen. Yeah. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. She's been quiet the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I didn't know any better, I think we did something that offended her. Maybe you did. Did we? Maybe you did. She's just reading too much into the situation, Did we? And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
What do you think it is? It was standing right in front of me, Ash. He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. Plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge.
What? What do you mean?
If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
What? I am not going back there.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Oh, that's true. Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
I know, exactly.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Maybe you should just go to the house. At night, Be my guest.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Right? That's what I thought too. Oh, the house did change hands over the years, from one distant relative of Ermengarde's to another. None of them bothered to live in it though, and it remained that way up until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Right, why don't you just call a priest?
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
Exactly, and it just reassures my own mind. It's for me. If it's not for the sake of the house, it'll be for the sake of me. That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering his suggestion, are you?
I am. So what if I am? Do you have a better idea? Right.
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
Please do. Yes. Do you do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
Can you shut the fuck up, Ash? God! You know what? Why don't you just go back to watching the movie and not have this conversation with Zach? We don't need you anymore. There are a few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
Exactly. God, why can't you be more like Zach?
No, wait, that's not what I meant.
God, thanks for
Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
What the fuck is an ethnographer and how's it any different? Ashton, if you don't stop...
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
What? Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university.
Oh, yeah?
And can you guys keep it down?
Yeah.
Sorry. The scaredy cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one. But talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house.
Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. Same shit. I just need someone who's spiritually connected to, get over there and be, diagnose that shit.
He'll even help you figure things out. Teach you a couple things.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
And probably put your fears to rest, since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Yeah, no shit. Ash might be right too. However, what Zach suggested is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They're only giving me these suggestions to put my mind at ease, but it's better than being ignored or being laughed at, right? I can take comfort in knowing they are willing to hear me out. Yes. Oh my gosh.
So, what do you think?
I think this is a great idea.
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Do I have to choose? I don't know. Meet with the priest, meet with the professor. Who should I meet? I don't know. I want both. Why can't we have both? Both would have been so much more better. But I guess one is more spiritual and supernatural rather than the professor who's more, I guess, taking it as a logical standpoint. So there's that clash where it's like scientific versus spiritual. I don't know. Let's. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, like the priest can just fuck. Let's go meet with the professor. Yeah, let's just do that. I think I'll think about it. But if I'd like to give I'll think about it. But if ever, I'd like to give talking to Andrew a try. Is that okay? Won't he have other things to do?
He is a bit busy, but he'll make time for me. He's my go-to person when I'm stuck in something.
Oh yeah? Okay.
He won't mind if I bring a friend with me this time.
Okay. If you're sure.
I guess that settles it then.
Okay. Such a diplomat.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. You're not even paying attention yourselves.
Sorry.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
Oh yeah, true.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this.
Yes.
The least we could do is watch it with you.
Right?
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Aww. I'm sorry, Becca. We'll stop now. Yeah, I throw her an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one she should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. Did we get a relationship point with... yeah, we did. I don't know who I should be going for, like, right now. I just go with whatever I feel like. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting this way, there's a big chance something's nagging at her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after, the kind only you can share with people you're most at ease with. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours. Okay, so, wow, this is a really long prologue. So we got a new journal entry, and I feel like I should stop it for here, you guys. I should stop it for now, and we can continue on in the next episode and see where, this will lead us now that we've actually, told our friends about it. And, yeah, and let's see, hold on. So, new journal entry, I'm pretty sure it's about the film. So Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival celebrated its ninth year discovering new talents in the film industry. Included in the few showcased this year was Zachary Steele's Bleu Fonse, Dark Times of the Black British. Isabella Santos' Ashton Frey and Rebecca Gales were also seen amongst the crowd for its premiere. Yes, okay, so there's that. So we had a really good time. We kind of disclosed the fact about our incident in the mansion. So now, yes, let's see where this will lead us. So, again, nothing too exciting happened compared to the very first episode. But anyways, it's a slow build up, getting some groundworks done. So yes, for the, the big main event kind of thing that will happen and, where shit hits the fan. So anyways, tune in next time, you guys, for more of The Letter. Hope you guys are getting into the story as much as I am. And so yeah, I'll see you next time. So bye.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls.